Design of an Intrinsically Motivating Educational Environment Proposal by Jamie Leesenby. A learning environment is a space where the resources, time, and reasons are available for a group of people to nurture, support, and value their learning of a limited set of information and ideas. If we look at the traditional classroom setting, you see that there's lots of desks kind of lined up in some rows, and some things that the traditional classroom provides for us. It gives the students individual workspaces. Each student is provided the same resources. Most of the time the desks are grouped to allow for space in the classroom because we might have a lot of children in that classroom. But collaboration between those children is often limited because those desks are lined up. So if it's time to chat something out, the students can only chat with whoever is around them. Then they end up having to get up and move around if we want them to collaborate with more people. And with the traditional classroom like this, there's just not the space for it. We also see in this traditional classroom setting that there's very little choice. Every student is given the same resources, so there's not a lot of choice in it. You get a desk, you get a chair, that is your space. All of the seating options that you see there are hard seats. There's not a lot of change in the way that the seats are. This one right here is the teacher's chair, so it has some soft seat in there. But it's not going to meet a lot of those sensory needs. And when you're dealing with a classroom that might have some students who have those sensory needs, but you don't have the resources, you're going to have a lot of behavioral issues, academic issues with those students. Another thing that you see in the traditional classroom is bright lights. Like I said, hard surfaces. The bright lights can often cause headaches with students, and it could cause some not to be able to focus. So the first thing that I would like to focus on is changing the educational lighting. Lighting, like I said, is a big thing. It can make a huge difference for students throughout the day. Students that are getting headaches from intense fluorescent bulbs are not going to be motivated to learn at all. When given the choice, students are going to select the light that supports their task. So one of the first options that I can say with the educational lighting, the easiest option is if you have a lot of fluorescent lights in your classroom, only turning on part of the fluorescent lights might work. You could also do some twinkle light options that will provide a little bit lower lighting setting. You can get these for after holiday sales. I know the holidays will be coming up here soon, but after holiday sales they usually cut them down in price. Right now you could purchase these lights between $6 to $12 depending on the options that you choose and possibly the length. The other type of light would be the stand light that would easily fit into classroom settings. So this stand light is only $10 at walmart.com. The last lighting option that is available that could potentially improve the motivation in the classroom would be the indoor-outdoor party lights. These can run along the ceiling. These are about $40 for a 48-foot strand, but they can provide that extra light that is needed that is not that harsh fluorescent light that could cause headaches or could hurt the academic motivation for students. The next big potential for changing the classroom environment to promote intrinsic motivation is going to be the choice of the workspace. Now this picture right here shows a variety of choices for seating options. Choice is related positively to effective aspects of engagement such as intrinsic motivation, feelings of satisfaction, and reduced anxiety. I see anxiety a lot in my students in the classroom, and when they're given choice, as this suggests, their anxiety levels go down. When students pick the place that will help them be a good learner, their motivation will increase because they were involved in the choice. By being a little resourceful, there are plenty of inexpensive ways to build choice into your classroom's workspaces. So I have a lot of options here. We have bungee chairs that you saw in the picture. Those can be purchased at Walmart for $34. They're highly durable. I've seen them in use. They're highly durable, but the replacement cost on them is going to be a brand new chair. So another option is going to be low tables. If students are able to sit on the floor, some of them feel a little more grounded. The low tables could cost you $25 at IKEA. IKEA is going to be a really good resource for these things. Researching price-wise and actually visiting there, IKEA is going to have a lot of good classroom options. They're lightweight, easy to move, easy to utilize, but the replacement cost on them is going to be a new table if they do get broken. Cushions for the floor, like I said, the students can feel grounded if they're sitting on the floor. These cushions can be bought at IKEA for about $4. They're useful, easily washed, easily repaired, very functional. Furniture pieces, ottomans, armchairs, couches, a lot of times can be found. Neighbors are giving them away, or family members. They can be found on the swap sites. You have to be careful with those things because they might have critters that like to live in them, which is a really big worry. So make sure that you're getting them from trusted places and you're cleaning them before they ever come into the classroom. Just various tables, circle tables, tall tables, short tables, whatever they might be. If you ask in your district, there might be some tables floating around out there that need a new home. They're very durable, very functional, and maintenance cost is really cleaning them regularly to make sure that they maintain their integrity. Bean bags. Students love these bean bags. A lot of them have them at home, provide comfort. Given this choice, you can find these at Walmart. The problem with them is the beans can crush over time. The replacement of the beans, you get a big bag of the beans for $17 on Amazon. Wobble seats, these are the squishy cushions. A lot of our SPED department has these available, but if you want to buy your own for classroom use, they're $19 on Amazon. They're very durable for classroom use. Cleaning is the only maintenance cost that you have on them. So they are a good option to have in the classroom. Yoga balls, $17 on Amazon. If you don't get a stabilizer for the yoga balls, I've seen it in other classrooms. The teachers have said get a stabilizer because the yoga balls can roll really easy and could cause a safety concern. So they need some sort of stabilizer. The only maintenance on that, you need to refill them with air. Arm pillows are another good one. $16 at Target.com. They can get holes and rips from prolonged use. Lap desk, $6 at Walmart. They have to be used for the small kids, with small bodies, I should say, small bodies. Standing desk is another good one. I've seen it done, $8. Bed risers from IKEA. You put them underneath the desk and you have a standing desk. You can go ahead and use what you already have, add a little money into that, and it will be functional. This does look like a very extensive, expensive list of workspace options, but to be able to incorporate a few here or there provides the choice that the students might be looking for. So a little at a time could go a long way. When you're able to put these different workspace options in there, it opens up the room area and there's more space, which provides more opportunities for play. With more open area, there are more opportunities to stretch the legs and actively participate in movement, which would support kinesthetic learners. So the big thing with going from a traditional classroom to a flex seating classroom, you are incorporating autonomy, relatedness, and competence. Learners report from settings ranging from academic learning in the classrooms to exercise or physical education activities in gyms to gameplay in laboratories all indicate that satisfaction of the three basic needs is associated with positive outcomes such as higher intrinsic motivation. So thinking about these three items, with a traditional classroom compared to a flex seating or alternative seating classroom. With the flex seating or alternative classroom, you have the opportunity to collaborate, to get together with other students around the room instead of just the students that are sitting at your special desk right next to you. You can collaborate with more students around the room. It obviously provides choice for each individual student. They are able to pick the zone that they're going to work best in. It opens up creativity. If a student is going to feel comfortable, they've made the choice, they can get creative with what's going on in their academic agendas. Students who have been provided this opportunity to be the best learner, they're going to take more risk. Taking risk is a big thing. Students are only going to take those risks if they feel comfortable in the environment. So providing that alternative or that flex seating is going to give them an opportunity to take more risk. Students are going to be problem solvers. They're not just going to depend on themselves. They have a whole group of people around them to be able to help them, and they can become problem solvers on their own and know where to turn to get more information. The last one I have on here is it gives an opportunity for more play. With alternative or flex seating, the area is opened up. There's more of an opportunity to throw in some games like do coding, use more of the technology piece incorporated into the classroom, let the kids design different activities that's going to enhance their learning instead of a teacher standing in front of the room telling the students what they need to know. All of these things are going to be a part of the alternative and the flex seating. The students are going to have all of those different pieces in there, and they are going to feel intrinsically motivated. It is definitely something that can be put into place in the classroom piece by piece. You will see the changes in your classroom. It does take a little bit of a different mindset to change from the traditional classroom that we've seen for years upon years to a new flexible seating classroom, and it's going to help the students. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.